What's up, guys? What I wanted to do in this video is actually take a little bit of time because I'm going to be starting a new series. I originally started this channel as a way to promote concealed carry, to promote the classes that I was teaching at the time. And what I'm going to do with this series is kind of get back to the foundation of my channel. And I'm inviting you guys to come along with me in this journey. And now what I'm going to be doing in this video is I'm going to be talking about some basic elements of concealed carry as far as what you need to know. And there again, guys, this is going to be a video series, so be sure to subscribe to my channel. Be sure to follow along as we go through this. Now, I will tell you that the members of my channel will get the first access to all these videos. So if you want to become a channel member, help support what we do here, go over to my main page and you can join there. And guys, all of my channel members out there, I really appreciate you guys. Also, go down, check out all the links down below, become a member and join down there. You know, help support the channel where you can, especially with all the craziness that YouTube has been doing lately. What we're going to be doing in this video, just to get started, is I want to take time to talk about concealed carry, what it is not, and give you some of the basis, some of the things to think about when considering carrying a firearm. Number one, whether you are experienced with guns or not. First thing that you need to do is be willing to get some training. It does not matter that you've been shooting ever since you were knee-high to a frog. Get out there, get some training, find a good instructor, and get training. You know, go beyond that. Regularly train. You know, get that training down pat. Now, the first thing that you need to do as part of that training, you need to understand the laws in the area where you are. Okay? You need to know what those laws are. You do not have the same protections or the same legal authority as a police officer. I don't care what people out there say online. I know you're going to find folks that say virtually everything out there that you could possibly imagine. But the reality is you do not have the same legal authority as a police officer. You are a private citizen. You don't have any more special rights than any other citizen in this country. And there again, depending on where you are, what you're doing, the district you're doing, you can get yourself in some pretty serious trouble. Back several years ago, when Kentucky, the state where I'm at, actually went constitutional carry, there were a lot of folks that got themselves in some trouble, regardless of what was said, regardless of what they thought. The law was set to go in effect at a certain date. Just because that law had passed, there were folks out there that decided to go ahead, jump in, and start carrying a firearm without having a concealed carry license. Now, Kentucky is an open carry state. It always has been ever since its beginning. But concealed carry is a different discussion. Up until that point, we had restrictions on concealed carry. They were kind of loosely enforced in a lot of areas. In fact, most of the state, they were very loosely enforced. But you did have some elements in law enforcement as well as others that would enforce them. In certain areas especially, if you got smart with a cop, and you were carrying a gun concealed, you know, chances are they're going to charge you with carrying a concealed weapon. That's just how things were in the state forever, even before there was concealed carry. So you need to know what those laws are. You can say what you want as far as what they should be or anything else. That's what they are. That's what they were. People were carrying prior to that law going into effect, and many of them got themselves arrested. Now, another thing you need to do is you need to know what those lines are as far as what would be considered a justifiable self-defense case and something that is not. Okay, there is a line there. There is a difference. Something that is justifiable, you have a legal standing on something. But in something that is not justifiable, if you're not justified in defending yourself against someone or a particular situation, then you need to know that. And if you don't know that, there again, you're going to become the criminal. They're going to put you in jail regardless of what it is. Certain districts, certain places throughout the country are very strict on that. Some more than others. We know what's happened in crazy places like New York City. If you're from New York City, let me know down in the comments below. Just say hi. You know, just tell us where you're from. Tell us about some of those crazy stories up there. I'd like to hear them. And the reality is up there, even in a case that most of the country that it would be a clear case of self-defense. I'm talking about the Daniel Perry case, or the Daniel Penny, which are one of those two. There's two different cases there. And something that should have been a clear case of self-defense up there because of the corruption in their political system and their judicial system up there, that man went to jail for literally trying to protect himself as well as other people from someone that was doing violence. That's the unfortunate reality. Just because there's something written on a law book, even here, just throughout the country, just because something is written on a law book does not necessarily mean that that's what the court is going to hold initially. Okay, there's case law. Say what you want about it. That's just the way things are. And that's what I want to focus on here. I'm focusing on facts. But the starting point is to get some training to where you understand the basic elements of the law, where you reside, and where you travel to. Because if you live in one state, but you frequently travel to another state, when you are in that other state, the laws of that state are going to apply to you while you are in that state. So don't be fooled by that. Just because, one state has constitutional carry does not mean that you are going to be given that same privilege, that same right, if you go to a state that currently does not have it. Okay? It's that simple, guys. So don't get yourself in trouble. But these are just a few of the key points. First of all, you need to understand those legal principles. That is the basis of it. You've got to know what you can do legally, because you don't want to become the criminal yourself. You don't want to give people that are opposed to concealed carry, that want to limit our rights, you don't want to give them any kind of ammunition to further their side of the discussion. Okay, so that's the basis of it, guys. This is basically what I'm doing in this first video. What I'm going to be doing in the next video, which you're going to be able to go over and see at the end of this video, is we're actually going to look at some of the different types of guns, some of the things that you should consider when selecting a defensive firearm. Okay, and even though this is going to be primarily focused on firearms, it should be seen as any type of defensive weapon that you choose to carry. Some places you can carry a knife, some places you can carry a slapjack, a club, just whatever you're going to use for self-defense. But in this series, we're primarily going to be focusing on self-defense. But typically the laws will be will govern the same. They will be the same regardless of the type of weapon that you use. But guys, thanks for watching this video. I would appreciate it if you would subscribe, leave me a comment down below. And if you want to go over and see what we talk about when we're talking about concealed carry guns, things to look for, things to not look for, things you should avoid, then go over and check out this video right here, guys, somewhere right here. Thanks for watching. Check out the rest of the videos on my channel, and we'll see you next time.